Hello everyone, welcome to day 136 of a Stitch a Day 365 days crochet challenge. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to crochet the royal stitch. This stitch is also called the crown stitch because of these little crown-like stitches here. So the stitch multiple for this pattern is a multiple of 22 plus 21. So in total, I have 43 chains plus you need one turning chain. So in total, 44 chains. Now, into the second chain from the hook, you have to make one single crochet. I'm taking a thinner yarn for this pattern because it's a lazy pattern, so that when you do it with a thinner yarn, it looks beautiful. So into the second chain from the hook, we have one single crochet and you have to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, skip 3, and into the next one you're going to make one single crochet. So one single crochet, chain 4, skip 3, and into the fourth chain you're going to make one single crochet. All right, now again chain 2, skip 2, and make one single crochet. Now the next few stitches we are going to make the base for these crowns. That is, so this single crochet counts as the very first stitch for the base for these crowns, and the next one you're going to make one half double crochet and then 4 double crochet stitches into each of the next 4 chains. And then make one half double crochet and then one single crochet. Okay, so this is the base for these shells. So you create the base for these shells in one row, and in the next row we'll be creating the shells, and in the next row we'll be creating the base and again the crowns. Okay, so now we have to chain 2, skip 2. So from here the repeat starts. So till the length of your stitches you are going to do this thing. Right from this chain 2 the repeat row starts. So chain 2, skip 2, one single crochet, chain 4, skip 3, one single crochet, again chain 2, skip 2, one single crochet, chain 2, skip 2, one single crochet, chain 4, skip 3, one single crochet, again chain 4, skip 3, one single crochet, and then chain 2, skip 2, one single crochet, and we start with the base. So between one base and the next one we need 2 chain 4 spaces and 2 chain 2 spaces on either side of the chain 4 spaces. Now the single crochet counts as the very first stitch for the base. Then you make one half double crochet, 4 double crochets, two, 3, 4, one half double crochet and one single crochet. Okay, so that forms the second base for this stitch. Now on either side of the base we need two chain space. So chain 2, skip 2, and make one single crochet. So this part you have to keep repeating till you have only 5 chains left, in which you'll be crocheting 4 chains, skip 3, sorry, until you have 4 chains left. You'll be crocheting chain 4 and skip 3, and into the last stitch you're going to make 1 single crochet that marks the end of the row. Okay, so basically you have to do the repeat from this chain 2 till the end of this single crochet till you complete the row, and you are left with only 4 stitches. Now for row 2, chain 5, 1 2 3 4 5, turn your work into this chain 4. You're going to make 1 single crochet, and you're going to start off with the crown stitches. Chain 2, skip this chain 2 space, and you're going to go into the single crochet and pick up a loop. Again, go into the same single crochet, pick up a loop. Again, move on to the next half double crochet stitch here, yarn over, pull out a loop, again go in, yarn over, pull out a loop. Now yarn over, pull out of all these loops except one, and close this shell. Now this is where we are going to make the crown stitches. So basically we did a 2 puff stitch, 2 yarn over puff stitch into these 2 stitches, that is the single crochet and the half double crochet, and we closed it off. So go back into the same loops and pull out 1 single crochet. Okay, so basically you just follow the foot of the single crochet which is right here, go back into the same space, and so if you're not able to find these loops, pick up 8 loops from the front. So basically you need 4 single crochets like this. Apart from the loop that we closed, we need 4. So that's 3, one more time. Okay, so this is the very first crown stitch. Now the same thing, you just need to chain 1 and go into the yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull out a loop, yarn over, go into the same stitch, pull out a loop, again yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull out a loop, yarn over, go into the same stitch, pull out a loop. You need to pull out 4 times from 2 stitches, yarn over, pull out of all the loops except one. This one doesn't count as 1 single crochet. Go back into the same set of loops, pull out a single crochet, again go back into the same set of loops, pull out another single crochet, that is 2, 3 and 4. Okay, now again into the next 2 stitches you have to chain 1, and into the next 2 stitches you're going to do the same thing. 2 loops from one stitch and 2 loops from the next stitch. Yarn over, pull out of all the loops except one, yarn over, close the stitch, and now go back into the same set of loops, pull out a single crochet. That's your first single crochet, second single crochet, third and fourth. Okay, again chain 1. So here we are at the end of the base. We have only 2 stitches left, into which we'll be again making this crown stitch. That's 4. Now end of the crown stitch, you're going to chain 2, skip this chain 2 space, crochet into the chain 4 space, making one single crochet, again chain 4, crochet into this chain 4 space, making one single crochet. You're going to start the next shell, so we need a chain 2 before the shell. You're going to do that and move into the very first single crochet in the base set of stitches. Yarn over, pull out a loop, yarn over, pull out another loop from the same stitch, yarn over, go into the next loop and pull out a loop, yarn over, go into the same loop, pull out a loop, yarn over, pull out of all loops except one, yarn over, pull out of 2 stitches, and then go back into the same stitch, pull out one single crochet. You need to do that 3 more times. Again, now we are done with the first crown stitch. Make 3 more crown stitches into the next 6 loops. You just have to continue doing chain 2 and the crown stitches till you reach the end of the row. Okay, so that completes 4 crown stitches. Chain 2 and you're going to make one single crochet into this space here, again chain 2 and you're going to complete the row with one double crochet on top of the single crochet from the previous row. So that completes our row 2. Now we are moving on to row 3. Start your row with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chains. Turn your work into the same stitch. You're going to make 4 more triple crochet. This chain 5 counts as 5 triple crochets. Sorry, chain 5 counts as 1 triple crochet. You're going to go into the same thing and make 4 more triple crochet, totaling to 5 triple crochets. Okay, now chain 2 and you're going to go into the chain 1 space between the first 2 crown stitches and make one single crochet. Again chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, go in between the next 2 crown stitches and make one single crochet. Again chain 4 into this, one single crochet, chain 2. This is our repeat row where we are will be creating the base in the next one. Okay, chain 2 and you directly go into this chain 4 space. You're going to skip this chain 2 and into this chain 4 space you're going to create triple crochet stitches, which will be the base for the next row of shell stitches. A total of 8 triple crochets. So this forms the base for the next set of shells in the next row. And 8. Okay, now chain 2 again, skip this chain 2 space and make 1 single crochet between the 2 crown stitches, chain 4, make 1 single crochet between the crown stitches, again chain 4, make 1 single crochet between the crown stitches, chain 2, and you're going to directly go into the last stitch on top of the third chain. 1 2 3. On top of the third chain you're going to make 5 triple crochets. So that's 1 2 3 4 and 5. Done. Now you're going to crochet 5 2 3 4 5. 1 2 3 4 5. Turn your work from the next 2 stitches, which is right here. You're going to pull up a loop, again yarn over, pull up a loop, go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, again yarn over, pull up a loop. This is the first crown stitch you're going to make. So this will be a half. So the full crown has 4 crowns. This is going to be a half crown. Go into the next one, pull up 2 loops, go into the next one, pull up 2 loops, okay. Now again chain 2, 1 single crochet on top of the chain 4 here, again chain 4, 1 single crochet on top of the chain 4 here, yeah, again chain 2, yarn over, go directly into this set of triple crochets here and start making your crown stitches. So this will be a full crown stitch which has 4 crowns. Okay. So we are at row number 4. Right. Sorry, we are at row number 5. So now from here on, it will be a repeat row where you'll be creating one row with the triple crochet stitches and the one row with the chain stitches. Make sure to chain one in between the crowns. Chain 2, skip the space here and crochet onto the chain 4, and then chain 4, crochet into this chain 4 space, again chain 2, directly go into these 5 stitches here, and we are going to make the half crown stitches. Okay, so basically from this so after the 2 shells, we are just going to make one triple crochet into the last one. Okay, so now this is the pattern. Now we are going to start off with the repeat row. So this row is your first row of repeat where we started off with the 5 triple crochet stitches this side. Okay, and then we did the half crown. Now moving on to the next one, chain 1. This is row number 5. So row number 3 is your first repeat row, row number 4 is your second repeat row, and now moving on to row number 5, chain 1, turn your work, make one single crochet, and then chain 4, slip stitch, a single crochet in between the half crowns, again chain 2, and you directly go into the chain 4 space, creating 8 triple crochet stitches. Now you just have to alternate the shells. Basically, one row is a setup row for the crowns, and the next row is where you'll be crocheting the crowns. So the setup row has a half setup, half shell where you start off with these 5 triple crochets, and the crown row has a half crown where you start off with the half crown. So half crown setup, half crown. Now this is a full crown setup where you start with the chain 4, and then full crown setup, and the next one will be a full crown. So this is the pattern repeat. Okay, so you just have to follow the same pattern over and over again until you reach the length that you want. If you have any doubts, you can leave it in the comment section below, or you can reach us directly on our Instagram pages as well. Do try out the stitch, and I'll meet you tomorrow with yet another interesting crochet pattern. Thank you.